It's your boy Heaven Hollywood back on the IE Network, and this is the Heaven Hollywood Report. And let's get to it. Shout out to the sponsor for this segment. In case you didn't know, check them out at icydk.blog for all the celebrity news, past, present, and future. Now, Kim Kardashian looks as though she is off the hook. She's dropped from Blac Chyna's lawsuit, against her. The judge rules that Kim would no longer be a part of Blac Chyna's defamation lawsuit against the Kardashian-Jenner family. Now, of course, the other things that she accused Kim of, the family, she is still a part of that. But she was asking for $40 million from Kim about her part in the defamation suit. That will no longer be in effect. She is off the hook as far as that goes. People stated that Kim Kardashian will no longer be named as a defendant in Blac Chyna's lawsuit against the Kardashian-Jenner family. It says Blac Chyna initially sued ex-fiancé Rob Kardashian family back in 2017 for defamation and intentional interference with her contract at the E! Network. Kim, 41, mother Kris Jenner, and sisters Khloe and Kylie were the ones being sued in particular. The trial didn't commence until 5 years later, and that started on April 20th. They are deliberating now. Kardashian-Jenner family attorney, however, entered a request to have Kim removed from the lawsuit because Blac Chyna has neither identified an allegedly defamatory statement by Kim Kardashian, nor specified an instance where she ratified an alleged defamatory statement by another party. The claim against her must be dismissed. Legal documents obtained by People stated. So she is removed from that portion of the lawsuit. They are now deliberating to find out whether Blac Chyna, who is suing for, looks like $140 million, looks like whether Blac Chyna is going to win this lawsuit from the Kardashians, or whether the Kardashians will win. We might have a verdict today. Should be coming up soon because it is almost 5 California time. Moving on to Joe Budden's and the Joe Budden podcast and Evelyn Lozada. So Joe Budden, who's given his opinion, dragging Megan Thee Stallion as usual. I don't know what these people, this obsession with these men with dragging Megan. Your academics, Joe Budden. I think secretly they want to smash Megan. It has to be. Now, Evelyn Lozada, Joe Budden was talking about what's going on with Megan Thee Stallion. And he basically said it was victim bullying. And he said kind of like Evelyn Lozada, when she got into that altercation with Chad Ochocinco, Joe said that every time Chad came out and said something, she popped up, and to keep reminding him, to remind everybody, look, I'm a victim. So this is what Joe Budden said. I'm trying to get his exact quote of what he said. But he was talking about Megan. He said Megan should not have done the interview with Gayle King. She should have done an interview with a hip-hop outlet. Also stated that it's not fair that Megan can talk about it and Tory can't, showing that Joe doesn't know the law, and Joe should definitely know the law. He's been involved in it enough times. So Joe should definitely know the law. I'm trying to get his exact, but that was the statement that he pretty much made. And then what happened is Evelyn Lozada came back, with a picture of her showing the gash Chad Ochocinco made. Remember, he headbutted her. And then Evelyn Lozada said, I am so sorry. Nobody should ever have to go through this. Oh, no, that was okay, so Evelyn Lozada posted the picture and said, my life matters. So I spoke up. domestic violence survivor. I'm going to keep screaming to the heavens no matter what another abuser has to say about my past abusive relationship. Of course, we know Joe Budden has been accused of domestic violence in the past. Let's not forget, at Joe Budden, should the real Tahiry post hers? And she talked about the injuries. So now, that actually dragged Tahiry into it. Joe Budden's ex. She comes up and says, at Evelyn Lozada, I'm so sorry. Nobody should ever have to go through this. And then she says, I'm shaking. He fractured my rib and punched me in the face. I don't have pictures, but I'm sure his other exes do. I mean, so Joe always seems to get himself into some sort of trouble. Always. My take on it is, Joe actually came back at Evelyn and said we were discussing reactive abuse, not seemingly comparing situations. Prayers for everyone involved. I mean, Joe, whenever somebody calls Joe out, he always want to run to that prayers to everything not involved. I mean, the bottom line is probably shouldn't have brought up Evelyn Lozada's situation. I mean, Joe has to stop doing that. He's so obsessed with bringing Meg down, right, that he wants to include everybody else. He says, this is what he had said. He said the former rapper is constantly being criticized for his controversial comments. On the Joe Budden podcast following the Megan Thee Stallion all-tell interview, the rapper continues seemingly to defend Tory Lanez, this time coining the phrase victim bullying to conceptualize what he believes Megan is doing to the Canadian rapper. Joe said there is a such thing as victim bullying and goes on to use Evelyn Lozada's domestic abuse case from years back with Chad Ochocinco. As an example, for years, anytime Chad's name came up, Lozada popped up. It had nothing to do with her. He said it didn't matter the rehabilitation he'd done, and it didn't matter the changes that he made, the apologies, both public and private. He continued, every time I do something positive, you're going to pop up with this victim story, and you are the victim, so I don't take that away, but that's bullying. And that is why Evelyn responded, and then Tahiry jumped in it, and she responded. So Joe Budden continues to put his foot in it. We'll see what happens with that. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. Is Joe right? Is Evelyn Lozada right? And did Tahiry have a right to get in it since Evelyn brought Tahiry's name into it? And what do you think about Kim Kardashian being let off the hook? Do you think that was the right call from the judge? And who do you think is going to win this lawsuit, Blac Chyna or the Kardashians? It's your boy Heaven Hollywood for the IE Network. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with your friends.